Welcome Wonders to Told You Woodcolors. My name is Jennifer and today I will be participating in a color tag video that was going around for November. I was so crazy busy in November that I wasn't able to get to it, and I missed that I was tagged in this too. I don't know why it's hard for me to see that I was tagged in a video. But Nikki from Abbey Meadow Crafts so graciously tagged me to take part in this awesome color tag that was created by Wendy from Jazzy Doozle Designs. And I was so excited that somebody tagged me in a color tag. I think this was my first time being tagged for something, which was really cool. So thank you so much, Nikki, for tagging me to participate in this tag. I've got a decent stack of books here in front of me, so if you have some time, if you feel like hanging out for just a little bit, let's go through some books together. Let's flip through some books, look at really cool pages in them, and talk all about the books. So I think there are 7 questions. Yep. And we'll go through them one at a time. The very first question is, what are the books that I would like to finish completely eventually? And my honest answer would be all of my books, but I did just pick out a few, a little more than a few. But I'm going to start with Small Victories from Johanna Basford. This might be a surprise to some of you if you've been around my channel for a while, since I'm not in here very often. I only completed a couple of them. This, unfortunately, was part of my coffee spill in the summertime, so I do have some coffee damage on my book. But that's okay. Yeah, I picked this one because I think it would be really nice to try to get back in here every once in a while and complete a page, since they're small and easy wins to get done. It's been a little bit, but I try to be in here consistently. I just feel like it hasn't been. So there's one that I did for Space Timber. So that's the last one that I did in this book, September. So yeah, it's been almost a quarter of a year already since that happened, which is crazy to think about. I feel like that just happened. Here's a whip that has been in my book for probably more than half a year. I gotta get back and get that done so I can finally take the washi tape out of this book. That'll be nice. And yeah, but I would like to finish this eventually because they are smaller, simpler pages, and they look so neat whenever they're done. I really just love filling up the whole page with color and getting in here and getting it done. Here's one that I did with all glitter gel pen. Look at that shine. Oh my goodness, put your sunglasses on. But yeah, so maybe I can get to one in December, since I'm having a very slow month this month. Maybe I can just come in here and do something simple like this and sit for an evening and color that up, call it a finished page, and get it done. So yeah, that's one that I would definitely like to finish eventually down the road. Another one is A Million Unicorns. I love my Lulu Mayo books, and this is one that I find myself consistently coming back to. It's one that I have marked that I want to do a page in December. So I am going to be in this book this month, and it just seems pretty consistent that I'm in here at least every other month or so to color a page in it. And it's not even my favorite Lulu Mayo book, but just because of the history that I've had with it and how long I've had it and how many pages I've gotten done in it so far, it's on my list to get completed. So I just find myself to keep coming back and wanting to be in it more and more. And no surprise to anyone who's been around for a little while, Yoga Animals So Cute. I'm working through this book in a group on Instagram. This was also affected by my coffee spill. I don't know if you can see that, but thankfully the pages did not damage in this at all, which makes my heart happy because I'm obsessed with this book. I love it so much. I think the pages look so cool when they're done, and it's just the sweetest thing in the world to see these cute animals doing yoga. I just think the idea of this is stellar, and you don't see this at all in any other coloring book. It is very Zen doodly, but it doesn't feel that way when you're coloring it. I don't know. It just is so fun and mindless. This is the one we have planned for December and January. We're going to take a break in December, but because Jamie at Finding Joy in Color has her animal for the wild year of color as a penguin, some of us are doing this one in December, and then some of us will get it finished in January. So yeah, it's just so fun being in this book, and I can't wait to flip through this one day and have all these bright colors pop up at me as I'm flipping through every single page. All right, and next up, I didn't even really mean to make this a project book. I mean, I guess I kind of did. Forest Song by R.J. Hampson. It did start off as a project book, and then it kind of slowly didn't become a project book, but I'm still working in it because I feel like I can't get away. And if you notice, there is a tag at the top of my book here because I kind of want to color it in December. I'll probably zoom out maybe on the next, I don't know. I've got a whole mix of books in here and you can see it well enough, I suppose. So yeah, this winter page would be so nice to get done for, you know, December or January if I get to it. But it's really awesome to start seeing a coloring book fill up slowly. And to me, that is so satisfying that I don't want to stop. I just want to keep going. I want to keep coloring in it. I want to keep seeing the pages fill up. So I want to keep coming back to it. And here's another book that I'm in a group in on Instagram, and we're slowly coming in here and finishing this book up. Do I have one closer to the back here? I think this is the one that we just did. So that one got completed. And then the rest of them are more towards the front of the book. But yeah, we're slowly working through this one, and it'll be, once again, very exciting to see it fill up and then get completed in the next couple of years as we color page by page, month by month. This is the one for December. And then the ones in the front of the book are mainly almost all colored. I got a couple uncolored ones in the front. This one I started. And then that one and that one. And then, honestly, this is a huge surprise, but I thought this would be so fun to color in the summertime, Hot Witch Summer by Deborah Muller. But I keep wanting to come back to this book. I love these witches, and to me, it just feels like you can color these any time of year just because they're witches, which is more fall, and then they're in the summertime. But you could still, I don't know, keep coloring it. Like, that looks very autumnal to me. And you could still make it like kind of winter-ish. Not really. They're like in their bikinis. They'd be pretty cold, but you can make it happen. Like, they're just so cute though. And I'm trying to not be a seasonal colorist in the next coming year because I find myself not coloring in certain books, and that makes me sad. So I'm trying to get out of being a seasonal colorist and just coloring what I feel like coloring, and we'll see what happens in the year to come. But I really love this book, and I just really want to see it fill up with color. So hopefully I can stay in this as long as possible to get that done. And then another one is Mini Mania Volume 1. I love Gabby Wolf, and I didn't really keep up very well with the complete Mini Mania pages for the hashtag that Jess from Coloring Bumblebee was working on. I think their last and final page is for this month, and very, very clearly that's not going to happen for me. I have so many pages left to do, but I still want to come back to this book at least every once in a while, like maybe once a quarter, to get a page done and get it completed, because I really don't want to get volume 2 until this one is done. So if I really want to continue with the series, I've got to keep coloring in this book to get the next one. I don't want to get the next one with this book still having uncolored pages in it. So yeah, so that'll be really nice. I think I might want to work on this in December. Sneak peek, I already did color this one in December. Like, I'm really trying to stay light with my plans, so I was like, oh, you know what, I can just color this really quick and call it done. So I just did that right before I started recording this video. So that's another one that I'd like to complete eventually. And then the next question is books you have completed. Now, I didn't necessarily complete this one all the way yet. I was supposed to in November, and because it was so crazy hectic and I was trying to get all the Alice in Wonderland pages done that I could, this one got pushed to the side, but I have one whip to complete in here and it'll be a completed book. So we're almost there. I'm going to flip through it really fast because if you've been here a while, you've seen this as many times as I completed a page in it, and we're almost there. So I just have that one whip to do, and then this will be my first completed coloring book. And I got this in March, I think. So very quick and easy book to complete. All right, and then the next question is 3 untouched books to color by the end of the year. So I'm going to show this really quick to you, my questions that I'm reading off of, because in my mid-year coloring wrap-up, I had all these books on my list. Is that it? Yeah. I had all these books that I said, oh, I want to finish a page in one of these books by the end of the year, in all of them. And I have 4 books remaining, which is awesome. So Magical Woodland is one of them, and that is definitely one that I pulled to the side. So we'll see if I can come in here and color a page for December to get in this book before the end of the year. I just want to give it all the justice in the world that it deserves, though, so I don't want to rush through it. I do want to take my time. I want to have a fun time with it. This is the one that calls to me the most. I just love this so much. I love coloring houses, so it might be this page, but I want to do it nicely. Like, I really want to have a good time with this book, because I think it's super awesome. And like I said, give it the justice that it deserves. So we'll see if I'm able to get in here and complete a page in this book. And then the next one, the Fairy Tales book by Crystal Vogel. I'm not putting that on the list. It's way too detailed. Wild Summer, that's just not going to happen in the wintertime. And then Island Escape, I did pull that one because I feel like, again, it's a book that does call to me, and I do pull it out to color in. I just don't, and I don't know why, because I think the pages are really beautiful. Like, I think this would just be so quick and easy to do. But I don't know why I haven't been coming to it. So, I mean, I understand it's different from any other book that you have in your collection, and I hear a lot of people have the troubles getting in here and coloring a page. They're not sure how to color it, but I'd at least like to give it a try, because sometimes you surprise yourself when you look in a book and you're like, oh, I have no idea what to do with that. At least putting pencil down to paper and starting somewhere will give you a direction right away, and then you just go with it. So I firmly believe that as long as you just get yourself started in the book, like even something so simple like this, I could do that, you know. Mandalas too, those are pretty simple. As soon as you get a color down, cactus is green, like just color all the cactus and then color the birds like a bird, you know. So it would just be really simple to get in here and color a page. I just got to do it. Just got to do it. So hopefully, maybe I can get something done in this book. Like, you can even do this so simple and like smear stickles all over it and just have fun with that. So yeah, so we'll see what happens, but it would be really, really nice to finally get my first Millie Murata page done. I got this fairly early in my coloring journey. That's the word I was looking for, and still untouched. So I'd love to get a page done in here. And then the next one is Cute and Creepy. I didn't put that in the pile because I'm really not feeling it. So I pulled this book, the Autumn Picnic of Cats, Korean coloring book. And I have a whip in here since October, and I still feel like I'd be fine coming back in here and finishing this page up and finally having a completed page in this stunning book. I really do love this, and I would really like to be in this book every single month, but I just haven't come back to it, but I do adore it. So I'd like to finish that whip up, and then that would be an untouched book that I have a finished page in by the end of the year. So those are my 3. So I'm going to pull this back to the side. And moving on to question number 4, what are 3 intimidating books that you love? And all 3 of these are untouched coloring books, but I adore them so much. This one in particular was the only reason why I decided to do a Japan coloring book haul. It was for this book. I just wanted this book, and I did add a couple more books to my haul because of the shipping to make it worthwhile, you know. So this is gorgeous, absolutely stunning, and I need to get in here. Let me zoom out. Okay, so now you should be able to see a little bit better here. I didn't even did I crack the spine on it yet? I'm not sure. They're just so sweet. They're sweet pages. I would love to spend hours and hours and hours, like weeks, on one coloring page in this book. I would love that. I would love that. I think it's the mindset of the more completed pages you have at the end of the month, the more successful you are. But I really don't want to have that mindset going into the new year. I want to have very light plans going into the new year, so that I can be in books like this and color things that I really want to color and not worry about how many completed pages I get done. I just want to worry about like the joy that I'm getting from the books that I really want to be in. And that's, oh my gosh. So cute. Yeah, I need to be in this book ASAP. It's beautiful, but it is intimidating at the same time just because of how gorgeous it is. It's absolutely stunning. So hopefully I can get in here soon and just get over that and get a completed page done. Okay, and then the next intimidating book that I pulled, this is probably unfamiliar to a lot of you, but I do have a Blue Lock coloring book, and this is an anime that I watched with my family, and we all loved it. I'm not a soccer fanatic at all, but that's what the show was about. But I mainly got this coloring book because I'd love to share with you some images from the show, because the main reason why I loved watching this show so much was the artistry. The art in the show was so beautiful. I was mesmerized while I watched it, and I got the coloring book because I wanted to imitate that. Like, I can specifically remember this scene in the show, and I hope I can put up like a little reference photo of it because it's just so artistic, and I'd love to be able to display that in this book. But because of knowing how amazing the show art was, makes this book extremely intimidating for me. One being, there is a whole bunch of portraits and, you know, skin tones and hair and all that, but just, oh my gosh, just the art, I absolutely know it's going to be bothering me so much if I can't display it the way that it was in the show. And it was a really fun show to watch too. So but it was mainly the art in it that just made me like completely obsessed and mesmerized to watch it. So so I got the coloring book for it, and there it sat because I was just so intimidated to get in this. So let me know if you guys have any books that are referenced upon like movies or shows that you really enjoyed watching, and now you're just completely intimidated to color in it because you want to imitate it based off of what you saw, and you don't feel like maybe you can accomplish that the way that you want to, because that's my struggle with this book here. And then Dark Fairy Tales by Kirby Rosannes. I was supposed to color this book in the summertime with my buddy Claire, and I just couldn't get into it. I was so intimidated by this book. It is so gorgeous. And to me, when I flip through this book, it's just so hard for me not to see completed pages already. And I think that's where my mind block is with this book. I just consider these all pieces of art already. And to me, they're completed. Like, oh, it was so awesome seeing everybody's completed pages for these for the Alice in Wonderland month. That was so awesome. This one here, somebody did this one and it was just, oh my gosh, it was so good. So yeah, I don't know, it's just really hard for me not to see just a whole bunch of art in front of me right now, and I don't want to ruin it. Like, that's just how I feel. So yeah, it's like there's like, this could be a storybook that you don't color in because it's a book, and we don't color in books, we color in coloring books. So yeah, I hope I can get over that because it is so stunning, and I'd love to be in here coloring this book, but I just can't right now. Especially that, like, it would be so hard for me to color this. This looks so good the way that it is. I would ruin it. So that's definitely, I absolutely love this very intimidating coloring book. All right, and then we are moving on to question number 5. What are 3 books that make you happy? And I am going to share this one first, The Birds in the Forest by Denise Klett. I think these birds with their little personalities and attitudes are just so cute, and they make me smile. And it was hard for me to decide between, like, look at them. They look like they're judging you. But I really do. I laugh every time I'm going through this book, and it absolutely does make me so happy. So, yeah, I had to choose this one, but the gnomes one makes me happy too. I think the birds just get me a little bit more. I don't know, but they're just so cute. Their eyes, their expressions, how she had, like, look at this. It's just so cute. I really do love this book. So this makes me happy. There's a page that I did. Pigs! Any book with a pig in it, I'm happy. Look at this. Look at their, look at that. That's hilarious. It's so funny. They're just not in the mood at all. You got some angry birds. You got some happy birds. You got some judging birds. You got some silly birds. You know, dorky birds. Birds in love. Birds fighting and angry at each other. It's just, it's so funny. So yeah, this book definitely makes me very, very happy. And then another one that I chose was A Million Llamas. I have a lot, well, I have all the Lulu Maya books. And, you know, I can't think of one that makes me happier than this one here. A Million Llamas. Every single page I just think is the cutest thing in the world. I hope I'm not too, let me zoom you back in. Okay, yeah, so all the llamas in all their glory, they're just so cute, so fluffy, prancing about, doing silly things. She turns the llamas into cupcakes and cactus and whipped cream and all the things. And it's just the cutest thing. So this book definitely makes me so happy. I just think, like, look at him being all pampered. It could be a girl. I love it. I don't even have a finished page in here. I still want to color this one up for the Alice in Wonderland color palette. I didn't get to that yet, and I want to. Just too many pages, not enough time. Like, look at these dinosaurs here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this book right here, all the happiness. These llamas are everything. So this book definitely makes me so happy because they're just so stinking cute. And then I tried not to double up on coloring books showing you guys, but I cannot help it. And I think you'll understand when I show you Yoga Animals So Cute one more time really quick. This book is my favorite coloring book, and it makes me the very happiest in all the land. So yeah, I'm gonna be very upset when this book is completely colored in. But I know looking back on it, it'll just give me so much joy as it did coloring it. So yeah, this one here definitely makes me the very happiest person I can be when I'm in it. So I had to mention that one more time. All right, and we're moving on to question 6 for the palette cleansers. And I think a very obvious one would be the cute and cozy books. So I did add that to the list. They're very simple pages. They used to intimidate me. At first I didn't know how to come in and color them, and there are some amazing artists out there that make these look like they should be hanging up in a museum. But after I got over the fear of messing it up and recognizing that I can color them in my own style like that, I don't need it to be perfect. I don't need it to look like it belongs in a museum, and I can just color it the way that I want. And finally finding my groove with Diddy plums in general. Other cute and cozy books, I couldn't really like find myself wanting to be in them. But there's something about Diddy plums that I can like work with. The characters and the line work just make it easier for me to picture being in it. So this is definitely considered a palette cleanser now for me, but I can see how a lot of people would be intimidated by these, but now it's relaxing. Another book that I love to palette cleanse, it's like borderline cute and cozy, but it's not. It's The Cutest of Cute Amigurumi Critters by Catherine Camero. And this one was almost in the stash of books that makes me happy when I'm in it. But I didn't want to double up on books as much as I could. So I did put it in this one because it is a quick, easy color, and it is a great palette cleanser to be in. You don't have to do any sort of background if you don't want to. You can just color these little cute critters up and call it a day. And it's fun, it's easy, and it's a great palette cleanser. So I did a couple of them in here already. That was the first one that I did. And I just think these guys are so cute. And sometimes after working with a very detailed page, it's so nice to have these books to come back to and be in. So this one got put on the list. And then, where would any video of mine be without a Camellia Angel Cova book? These are definitely great palette cleansers because of the simple illustrations in them. You don't have to make them super duper fantastic special at all. You can just color them however you want. I chose this one because I had a decent amount of completed pages in it. But I love being in her books. I think her illustrations are so fun, especially these scenic ones instead of the miniatures. I like the ones with a bit more scenery to them. And if you have this one, the summer scenes to color, they have a lot of good like Christmas in July. So if you're on the other side of the world and it's summer for you now in Australia, this is like really cool to color because it's like a beach Christmas. But yeah, I really do love any of her books, all of her books, but her scenes to color are so good. So they're definitely great palette cleansers in my opinion. And this one definitely got the majority of my coffee spill that one sad day in the summer. And then the very last book is, what are 3 books that challenge you? So I specifically wanted to choose books that I have colored in, not just intimidate me. And I did honestly choose a Lulu Mayo book because some of her illustrations can be challenging. She has a lot going on in it. And another reason why I chose it is because of it's dual-sided, so it's double-sided paper. So you can't use alcohol marker unless you don't mind destroying the page behind it. The paper in some of the books aren't the best quality. So a lot of people do say they struggle with water mediums in some of her books. And she's got a lot going on her pages. There's a lot happening. I love it. I love coloring things like this, and I think the challenging part about it is at least just finding a color palette. And I think that's the most important thing with Lulu Mayo books, is finding the right palette and then moving forward. And once you have your palette down for her books, it's easier to get in and color. Here's a whip that I didn't show in my October completed pages because I already had so many books to show you guys. So there is one whip, a very small whip. So yeah, I do think Lulu Mayo is rightfully challenging in its own way, but I adore Lulu Mayo and I'm very happy coming in any and all of her books and getting some colored. So there's the one that I did and I adore. I love that one. And there's another one that I did for Space Timber with my buddy Chrissy on Instagram. So that was fun. So I love this book. I love all the little Halloween things about it, the little monsters. But it is challenging unless you get that palette down and you know the right mediums to use. It's a challenge. Another book that I chose was a Korean book, Rowan's illustrations for the Cat and Girl coloring book. And I chose this book because depending on how you want to color these pages, it can be very challenging. And I am one that I feel like I would want to imitate the colors on the next page. And that's the challenge, right? It's finding the colors that'll match and coloring it exactly so on the page next to it. So I do have a whip in here, and it's the tiniest whip in the world. Like, look at this jacket. It's got at least 4 or 5 colors in this jacket alone. The reds, the yellows, the blues, the purples. Like, and imitating that on the other side, like, that would be a challenge. So definitely for sure, but I love this book. All the details too. Like, I definitely feel like it would be a couple months working on these pages to get it completed because of everything that you'd have to do in it. But it's so cute. I really do love this. I really wish I could be in here more. So the one that I did, well, even this one, hold on, this one here, look at that. Oh, that would be so fun. Like, it'll teach you though too at the same time how to color certain things like snow. If you don't know how to color snow and you have this book, like, you can see, oh, I need a dark blue for under the car, and I need a really light blue here in the middle. I need a darker blue for the paw prints. Like, it'll teach you how to color those elements, and then you can go in a book that doesn't have the other side colored for you, and you can take those guide points and use them on a different page. So the one whip that I have started right as soon as I got this book, I couldn't wait, and I didn't even finish it, was this one. I couldn't wait to be in here, and I colored that up, and then I was like, okay, put it away. This took at least like an hour or 2 to do just that. So I do want to come back in and finish it, but it's a challenge because if you want to imitate it, you've got to pick the right colors and press a certain way and shade a certain way and highlight a certain way. But it's a really great book to be in for practice like that. And then the last book is this one here. Let me zoom you back out again. All right, and the reason why I chose this book in particular is because I'm fairly new at coloring skin and hair, so this one is a challenge for sure, but it's definitely a book that I want to be in a lot. I really am enjoying coloring people right now, and I want to make a point to be in this book as much as I can to get these pages colored up. I have a lot of them, so I think that's another reason why it's like really great for practice, but it's going to challenge me because of all the elements that I have to practice. So it just feels like the perfect book to have for that. If I make a mistake, there are 99 other pages to go, right? So yeah, definitely challenging. I really want to work on, especially like faces for sure, learning how to shade faces in their different angles. Some girls are looking up, some girls are looking down, some girls are looking, you know, straight at you. And depending on how you want the lighting to be on the page, you're going to shade it differently. So yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how this fills up. It will be challenging, but I'm ready for the challenge. So I did one page in here already, and that was this one. I think it was a little easier to start with because she's kind of dead. So I didn't feel stressed to color it a certain way. And I really like how it ended up. So first page accomplished, 99 more to go. It will be a challenge, but I'm really excited and ready for that challenge. So that is everything that I have for you for my all about books color tag. Once again, like very nice shout out to Nikki from Abbey Meadow Crafts for tagging me, and Wendy for making this tag from Jazzy Doodle Designs. It was so fun pulling out these books and really thinking for myself, how do I feel about all these questions? What books will I pick? So it was really interesting in that aspect. So thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you continue to have a great and colorful day. Bye.